Welcome back to the channel today. We're diving into a topic that could completely change the way you think about real estate seller financing. Now, whether you're looking to buy your first rental property or you're a seasoned investor trying to expand your portfolio, understanding seller financing can unlock some serious opportunities. We're going to break down the top 5 reasons why seller financing can be a win-win for both sellers and buyers in this market. Remember though, before we get started, none of this is financial advice, it's just for educational purposes. And you should always consult with a lawyer before entering into any seller financing agreements. Let's get into it. One of the biggest headaches for sellers is the time it takes to actually, sell the property. Listings can sit on the market for months, especially in a buyer's market, and that can be incredibly frustrating. But with seller financing, you've got a secret weapon to speed things up. See, seller financing opens up your property to a much wider pool of potential buyers. It's no secret that qualifying for a traditional mortgage can be tough. Banks have all sorts of requirements, credit scores, debt-to-income ratios, the list goes on and on. This automatically disqualifies a ton of people who might be perfectly capable of making payments on time. But with seller financing, you're essentially cutting out the middleman. You, as the seller, are acting as the bank, and that means you get to set the terms. This can be a game changer for buyers who might not tick all the boxes for a traditional mortgage. Maybe they're self-employed and their income fluctuates, or maybe they had a rough patch a few years back that dinged their credit. Seller financing gives these buyers a chance to own a property when they might not have otherwise qualified. And for you, as the seller, that means a much faster sale. Instead of waiting around for that perfect buyer with pristine credit and a fat down payment, you can close the deal quickly and move on to your next investment. It's a win-win. Okay, let's face it, not everyone has perfect credit. Life happens, right? Maybe you had some medical bills pile up, or maybe you went through a job loss a few years back. Whatever the reason, a less than perfect credit score can feel like a giant roadblock when you're trying to buy a property. But here's the beauty of seller financing. It can provide the credit flexibility that traditional lenders just can't match. See, when you're dealing directly with the seller, you have the opportunity to explain your situation, to tell your financial story. Maybe your credit score took a hit a few years ago, but since then, you've been incredibly responsible. You've paid down debt, you've got a stable income, and you're ready to prove yourself as a reliable borrower. A traditional bank might not be willing to look past that credit score, but a seller might be willing to give you a chance. They can look at your overall financial picture, not just a number on a report, and make a judgment call. And for sellers, this credit flexibility opens up a whole new world of potential buyers. You're no longer limited to competing for the small pool of buyers with stellar credit. You're tapping into a much larger market, which means more potential offers and a faster sale. Plus, let's be real, there's a certain level of human connection that comes with seller financing. You're not just another faceless applicant to the seller, you're an individual with a story. And when you can build that rapport, it can go a long way in securing a deal that works for everyone. Chapter 3. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, making money. One of the most compelling reasons to consider seller financing is the potential to earn higher returns than you would with a traditional sale. I'm talking about the magic of interest. When you act as the bank in a seller financing deal, you're essentially giving the buyer a loan. And just like any other loan, you get to charge interest on that money. This can be a significant source of passive income, especially over the long term. Think about it. Instead of getting one lump sum payment up front, you're receiving regular payments with interest for the life of the loan. This can create a steady stream of cash flow that can be used to reinvest in other properties, pay off debt, or simply boost your overall financial picture. And the best part? You get to set the interest rate yourself. Of course, you want to make sure the rate is competitive and attractive to buyers, but you also want to make sure it's profitable for you. This is where doing your research and understanding the current lending market comes in handy. Chapter 4. One of the most attractive aspects of seller financing is the flexibility it offers both buyers and sellers. Unlike traditional mortgages, which can feel like they're written in stone, seller financing agreements can be tailored to fit the unique needs and circumstances of both parties. This means you can get creative and structure a deal that truly works for everyone involved. For buyers, this flexibility can be a lifesaver. Maybe you need a lower down payment to make the deal work, or maybe you need a longer amortization period to keep your monthly payments manageable. With seller financing, you can negotiate these terms directly with the seller, and potentially reach an agreement that wouldn't be possible with a traditional lender. And for sellers, this flexibility can be just as valuable. You have the power to structure the deal in a way that meets your financial goals and risk tolerance. For example, you can set a balloon payment after a certain number of years to ensure a larger lump sum payment down the line. Or, you can include provisions in the agreement that protect your interests in case the buyer defaults on the loan. Chapter 5. In today's competitive real estate market, anything that gives you an edge as a seller is worth considering, and seller financing can be just that, a powerful tool to attract a larger pool of potential buyers and close deals faster. Think about it. When you offer seller financing, you're essentially opening up your property to a whole new segment of the market that might not have considered it otherwise. This is particularly true in slower markets where buyers might be hesitant to jump through the hoops of traditional financing. By offering seller financing, you're providing a more accessible and appealing path to ownership, which can be incredibly enticing to buyers who are on the fence or who have been priced out of the traditional market. And let's not forget the power of word-of-mouth marketing. When you close a successful deal using seller financing, it can generate buzz and attract even more potential buyers who are looking for creative financing solutions. It's like a snowball effect that can lead to more opportunities and faster sales down the line. So there you have it, folks. Those are the top 5 reasons why seller financing can be a powerful tool for both sellers and buyers in the real estate market. Remember, knowledge is power, and the more you understand about different financing options, the better equipped you'll be to navigate the ever-changing world of real estate. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more valuable insights and strategies. And for those of you looking to dive deeper into the world of real estate investing, be sure to check out Queball Capital using the link in the description below. That's all from us today. We'll see you in the next video.